Alright guys, let me know you can hear me and you can see my screen. Stephen, I'll just make you a panelist here. Okay, let's see. Let's get the questions box. Okay, you can see the screen as well, yeah? Everything is visible. Just making sure.
Yeah, it's all visible mind. I can hear you. No worries.
Right, okay. We just got an update this morning for the tool for the WordPress Traffic Scout tool. So I've been kind of playing around with it and trying to prepare for the webinar as well. So what I want to do is just run through a campaign with some of the updates that we've got done. We've got the same document as last week as well. Okay, just give you the link for this in case you haven't got it. Put it in the chat box in here. Stephen, have you used the tool? You got a copy of it a couple of days back, I think.
Yeah, I started playing with it, but I got noticed there's another version last night. So I'm doing a bit differently. I'm doing long tail keywords and a bit different from what you're doing, but I like it. You know what I mean? I like it a lot.
Yeah, okay. I've got a slightly different way of doing the keywords I'm going to show you today as well. Okay, so
Okay.
this is a tool that I use a lot. There's a tool called KeySearch that I use very, very much. It's better than Longtail Pro in my opinion. You can do so much more with it, and it's pretty accurate as well. If I come in here to KeySearch and I do a keyword research, so I've done, for example, some competition analysis for longtailpro.com, and it's came back with 156 keywords in here after I put a filter in for the word keyword. Now, if I go in here and just put in the keyword search for, say, keyword research, watch carefully what I'm doing with this, guys. This tool I think is about $37 a month, but it's really, really good value. You don't need to use it. You can go to Ubersuggest or some of those free keyword tools if you want to, and just grab a bunch of keywords there from there. But I like to do things nicely, and this gives me the opportunity to do that. You can see in here when I do the keyword research, I get a nice cloud view. I get suggested keywords as well. If I click on any of these, it would just go through and do the search for me. You can save the keywords, and also, more importantly, we can filter the keywords in here as well. So you can see in here, let's go to Keyword Planner. We'll start with that one. I'll do the search one more time. Just see what it brings back. Okay, now what I can do is I can go into the filter in here, and I'm going to make sure that I've got keywords come back that only have the word keyword in it, because my main keyword here is keyword research. Okay, probably should have chosen a different keyword for this example because it might confuse some people. So the keyword phrase must have the word keyword in here, otherwise we're going to get keywords back like SEO tools and stuff like that. We want to keep it as tight as possible, and I'm going to make the number of words minimum of 3. Okay, I don't care about the volumes right now. I really don't care about that. All I want to do is filter. Oops, what happened there?
You've put key search in keyword. Did you mean to put keyword in there, or for your
Yeah,
search term?
that's what happened there. Yeah. Subliminal, whatever, I don't know. I just went for a shower as well, just so to make sure I was awake. Still half asleep. Right, okay, so I've got 514 keywords in here. They all contain the keyword. Keyword. I really should have chosen a better example here. And they've all got minimum of 3 words in the keyword phrase. Okay, now what I can do is I can checkbox all of these, and I can click to save keywords and add it into a list that I've got. Okay, so I've got one that I started down here. I'll call it keyword research, and I'll add to the list. Now what I can do is come over here and I can go to Google Suggest. Okay, so this saves me running about different tools trying to do always the same thing. And here, when we do the Google Suggest one, you will notice that they all have the word keyword in them anyway, that main keyword, because they keep it very, very tight. So I can save these again into my keyword list. wait for the pop-up. Okay, now I'm going to go in and do YouTube suggest, and we're going to see slightly different kinds of keywords here when we do the YouTube suggest. You will see some kind of question ones, and you will see some kind of how to and that kind of stuff. And I got 145 keywords, and they are all they all have that word in there that I've saved earlier. Okay, so let's just save these keywords as well. You can see it's very, very quick to go through this. It's really quick and really easy. Okay, one last one I'm going to do is a Bing. So the top 4 I'm doing in here. That gives us 243. Click, save the keywords, choose my list, add to list. Okay, now what we can do is we can go over to the list, and you can see I've already got one done previously, and simply choose to export. Okay, if I click on this and click on export, I'm going to get the export file come out. So when I take that file out, and I've already done this earlier just to save us some time, sometimes that list tab takes a while to load. I didn't want to have any sort of delays in here. I've got all these keywords in here that I can take, and they're all very, very tightly grouped. Okay, extremely tightly grouped. They all contain the keyword, which is keyword for keyword researchers, so I could avoid keywords like SEO tools or how to do SEO that don't talk about keyword research. Basically, I'm just keeping it as tight as possible. Now I can come over to my campaign, and I can add those keywords into my campaign that I've got in here. Okay, so I've got all of these keywords in here, and we've got in total, how many? We've got in total 801 keywords. Okay, now from that 801 keywords that are very, very tightly grouped, what I want to do is to be able to discover keywords that have got traffic, first of all. But also we need to be able to rank them to be able to get traffic. So what I can do then is come and pre-fill some information in here for my content. So we can use the Spintax content in here. Okay, we got content for underneath the H2 tag, we got content for underneath the H1 tag, and we got content for underneath the H3 tag. Now to be able to do that, all I did was go over to Traffic Scout Alpha, and I pulled in an article using Big Content Search. So if you're going to search content in here, you can see that we got Article Builder, we got Big Content Search. Okay, you can choose either, doesn't matter. I just wanted to get an article, and I just basically tidied it up a little bit, and I've pasted it into my, let's come back up here. I pasted it into my sections in here, just split it a little bit at the top and a little bit underneath H2, and the bulk of it is underneath H3 tag. Okay, so what will happen here is that these keywords will be used in the title. Okay, and we can choose to use modifiers as well if we want to. I'm not going to use modifiers for these. All I'm doing is I'm choosing a city group. Now what is a city group? Okay, you can, when you've got Traffic Scout open, WP Traffic Scout open, we can see down here that we got cities. Okay, and it's really cities or end modifiers. Okay, so you can put a location if you want to, or what you can do is you can put in either location, or you can put in just the keyword. So you can see here I've got one keyword in here, which is 2017. That's all I've got in there. You can put as many as you want. All you have to do is click on Add Cities, and you can come back into these campaigns again and again. So I've got 2017. I might want to put 2016, for example. I might want to put a whole bunch of them, but I want to keep it as tight as possible. I don't want to make it spammy too much. Okay, so I've got 2016 and 2017, and basically when I'm in here, I'm going to leave my modifiers blank, and when I'm in here, I can put in shortcodes for whatever sections that I want to use. Okay, so we got basically 3 sections for been able to build titles and build keywords into our articles. Okay, we got the cities, which is shown in the city group up here. You can see I've got 2 city groups here, one for Europe and one for the year. I've got PBAL 1, I've called it. Okay, so that's 2016, 2017 that's in there. That's all that's in there. Modifiers is what's going to show at the beginning of the titles. Okay, now it's going to naturally create the titles of the posts according to these keywords here, plus whatever city group. Okay, if you don't want to have any keywords in a city group, or you don't want to use the cities, just go into a campaign, create a campaign for cities. Okay, delete any keywords and you won't have any. Okay, so I could do that without anything at all. Now the modifiers, if I wanted to add in here, I might want to use things like keywords like best or top or those kind of keywords if I really wanted to. Okay, but I don't want to do that for this one. I would do that in different kind of campaigns, maybe for Amazon or something like that. Let's see. So when we come down to the H2 title, this is going to show as a subheading in your post. Okay, so I'm putting in here just the keyword, so it's just going to be one of these that's showing. Okay, I don't want the 2016, 2017. And then for the H3, which is also a subheading, we've got H3 title, and then we've got the content underneath it. We've got H2 title, the content underneath it. What I'll do this time for the H3 title is I will put in the city first, which will be 2016 or 2017, according to the keywords I've added there, okay, and the title, which is going to come, or the keywords, which is going to come from these, okay. Very, very easy. Now, I've noticed the problem with the images. When I did a search for images, I was getting the same images coming back all the time, so I've notified the coder to get it fixed as quickly as possible, and he will get that done. So for now, I'm not going to put the images in here. If you do put images in here, it will appear at the top of the post. Okay, it will fill in the alt tag with your keywords as well. Okay, it's going to take the keywords from this keywords column, and it's going to from this keywords column up here, sorry. Okay, and it's going to fill that alt tag for each image as it's posting. Okay, you can also put in business info. So if you want to do this for local, then you can put in here some info for your business. Okay, that to me is not so important unless you were going to try and attempt to do some kind of money site with this tool. Okay, and I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you use it just for keyword research, but I know that some people will use it like that, maybe just testing, maybe just playing around. I put it in there anyway for you. Okay, we can put in any RSS feed URL in here. Now this will become more important a little bit later this week when we have done the WordPress RSS feed, which is basically going to take the RSS feed for every single post, okay, and plus the RSS feed for a category. So each campaign that you create, you should do it within one category. If you do it like this, then we keep it really, really tight. That campaign is really tight, just one category around one topic. What our goal is at the end of this is that we can find the keywords around that one topic that we can use in a money site content and build content around, okay? And plus we can use them for anchor text and stuff like that as well when we're doing backlinking, okay? What we will do then is we will mash up those post RSS feeds. We will mash up the video sitemap RSS feeds. We will mash up the category RSS feed. Okay, what we're also going to be able to do there is add in any other RSS feed. So if you want to do something similar to what Lisa Allen does with her RSS authority tool, you can put in maybe RSS feeds for an authority site or an authority YouTube channel within your niche. Okay, and you can just build that sort of relationship as far as what Google sees. Okay, basically we're just positioning ourselves next to the influencers. So if I'm doing it for SEO, I would do it for Backlinko, I would do it for search engine land, that kind of thing, Moz. Okay, I would take the blog RSS feeds or the YouTube channel RSS feeds and mash it in with the stuff I'm doing here, and we're just building association with them by doing that. If you want to do that, we will we'll be able to do that as well. Then what it's going to do is it's going to mash the RSS feeds into one feed. It will post it into FeedBurner like we do with the YouTube RSS feed, which I will show you in just a second. Okay, and then once we have got that posted into FeedBurner, we can take the FeedBurner RSS feed URL plus every RSS feed URL that we've created, and we can go and ping all of them and we can send them to RSS directories. Okay, so that will happen, and plus the sitemap RSS feed is mashed in there as well. So that will build a little bit more authority. That will get some syndication going as well, and hopefully help to get indexed quickly too. Okay, right now, so everything is set up here, and what we can do down here for the all-in-one SEO settings, you will notice there's no settings here for tags. That's because we're taking the keywords that you put in the keyword column. Okay, and in here we can put in some either spin tags or we can put in our shortcodes. Okay, so I put in shortcode, keyword, and city. Okay, I might even take out city. I just might take that out and just put in keyword. And for the description, I've just created a very short description with some spin tags just to show you the variations of what we can use here. Now you've got the option for no index and no follow. There's no reason why you need to use either of these. Okay, from now, just leave it as it is. You don't need to do that. And we can add a backlink to the home page as well if we want to. Okay, so that way you can always link back to the home page if you want to do that. So everything here is set up. Now there's nothing really else that I want to show you right now for this except for just to submit this, and it will go and create some posts. I'll just make sure I've got the right category actually. Yeah, I have. So you're doing one category with one campaign, and we can go and post this. How did you find the posts turning out, Steve, when you were doing them? Okay. So I'll just open up the campaigns. And we got this already started. Now the post count for right now is at 0. I need to give it a few minutes. It will run for 10 minutes, and then there should be 200 posts made. Okay, so if this is doing 200 posts every 10 minutes, then within 80 minutes I should have all 800 posts done. Okay, all 800. So we can come back and have a look at this in about 10-15 minutes. Okay, now anybody got any questions about what we just covered there? Anything at all? It's really quite easy. It's very, very intuitive, but we're still adding more and more and more to it. I've mapped out another half a dozen or probably even a dozen things this morning just to keep tweaking and keep making it better. Hopefully we can get this one out tonight. I just need the image search corrected, fixed, and I can get this out to you guys tonight my time. I need to give them a few hours to do some bits and pieces. All right. Can you schedule the post? It's automatic, Dale. It's automatic where they're going to post 200 every 10 minutes. I just put that into to not have too many settings, to not make it complicated for people. But if you imagine like the example I used before, let me just go into the Google Sheets in here and I will show you. The example I used before for the dentist, for example, you might want to run campaigns like that, and that's why it's important that we can do, you know, about 200 posts every 10 minutes, because here I've got 90 front-end modifiers. Okay, main keywords I've got 101, location I've got 317. If I multiply that by that, okay, column B by column C by column D in here, which is the modifier, the keyword, and the city, I've got 2.8 million. Okay, if I want to do 2.8 million, I really need a sort of high velocity, and that's why we put it at 200 every 10 minutes. Close that one off. That's mine. Dale, it's part of the Traffic Scout Alpha product. There's 3 elements to the Traffic Scout Alpha product. We got this plugin, we got the Traffic Scout Alpha desktop tool. Okay, you can see here we got a whole bunch of stuff as we always do for our desktop tools. Okay, you can post from the desktop tool into WordPress, and this is where you can set your scheduling from here if you want to. I wanted to build out the plugin from the old Local Traffic Commando plugin because it fits into this strategy. In fact, the Longtail Alpha that you see in here is built from the old Local Traffic Commando original strategy that we used back in 2012. Okay, so what we have got here is we've got a whole bunch of multiple tools in here that you can use for this particular strategy, which is basically finding keywords with traffic that we can add into a money site and expect to get rankings for. Okay, we're not trying to get rankings for thousands of keywords with no traffic. We're trying to identify the keywords that we can take within a very, very tight group, within a very, very tight campaign, find the keywords that we can rank for that do have traffic that we can put into money site content, and that way we can try and rank for multiple keywords, and plus the keywords that we find by doing this research we can use for anchor text sort of variations when we're doing backlinking. Okay. These are just throwaway sites still. These are not PBN sites. Okay, the whole concept is that we are just creating whole bunches of posts to get keywords that we can both rank for and that have traffic. It's poking. Okay, it's not backlinking, it's poking. I'm not linking to anywhere with these posts. Okay, these are going to be shit quality posts, absolutely crappy quality posts. Those kind of tools that are doing this kind of thing and trying to make money sites from this kind of stuff are not very good in my opinion. What we need to be able to do with this kind of poking strategy is to be able to identify, get the data and identify the keywords. By posting it to WordPress, we can have plugins there that can give us the analytics. Even without using Google Analytics, we can find out where people are coming from and what search terms they're using to come to the site. We can find the keywords that have got traffic by using simple plugins that tell us. Okay, and by having that, then we can make a better guess about what we can use for our money site content. So I would take the keywords from here that is any good to me. That means I can rank for them easily. That means it's got traffic. And then I'm going to create a better quality post on a money site using those keywords inside the post. And plus I'm going to be using those keywords sort of in a higher percentage for my backlinking to that money site post. Okay, that can be done with video, that can be done with, you know, multiple things, bookmarking, whatever. We've got a bunch of tools that you can use for that. Okay, it could be done with Web2 embeds if you really wanted to. But we're not making sites for backlinking with this strategy. This is throwaway sites, throwaway campaigns. We're just getting the data. There's absolutely no point to build sites with this kind of content. One, you will never get return visitors. Two, the content is going to be pure crap. Nobody's going to convert. Okay, very, very unlikely that you will convert that, no matter how much you try to pretty the site up. Okay, I did cover in last week's webinar how to pretty the site up by using a plugin that does a redirect, so that when they try to exit the page, all they can see is the home page, which should have a landing page on it. So you need to watch last week's webinar to get an understanding of what that is. Okay, but you cannot, in my opinion, seriously build a money site or build anything of any value with this kind of strategy, other than to discover keywords that you can rank for to put in a better quality article on a site that is a money site that has high quality content, so that you can convert, that you can get return visitors, etc. Okay, there's absolutely no point to do it any other way. Some people might think, okay, I can go and rent these kinds of sites out to a local business, but if that site's not getting traffic, or the traffic it's getting just immediately clicks out, you're going to start losing those rankings quickly. Okay, your bounce rate is going to be high, and it will just start dropping in the search engines. It will not be long term. You know, there's just no way. I've thought about this quite a lot, and I've even tried to create ways to pretty up the sites to make them look sort of half decent, respectable. But you know, the more I think about it, there's no value to those kind of sites. Absolutely no value to those kind of sites. People will just bounce out. Your rankings will not stay long term. The only way to use poking strategy is the way that I'm showing you. If you've got a better idea, let me know, but I just don't see it. Okay. You know, you can have all that kind of spun PLR kind of content, or you can go and find from Article Builder and all these kind of places. Unless you're willing to do high quality curation, there's no value. That would be the simplest and easiest way if you wanted to try and do a money site, but that is time consuming. And we don't have a tool for that right now that I can recommend. We are trying to build one, but it's kind of slow process in making it happen. Anyway, let's see if we've got more tools, more questions. All right. Okay, there's two tools still that we're using to find the keywords. Okay, I covered this quite a lot in the other webinars. We use Ahrefs. Okay, I'll just do this one more time for anybody new to this. And we use key search like I just showed you. Okay, so the key search, you see these keywords here, which is what I've used. Okay, I just showed you how I do that with key search. That is a monthly fee keyword research tool. You don't need to use it. You can go and use free tools like Ubersuggest or Keyword Tulio or those kind of tools to go and get some keywords. I even put a free keyword suggest tool inside the fan page the other day, which you could do sort of one by one kind of keyword research. It's a little bit slow. It's not fast. It's not a premium tool. It was just a PLR tool. I thought that was quite handy, but I did test it first, and it's kind of handy because it will go and search Amazon or Bing or YouTube, etc., and give you some keywords back. I think the maximum we can get back from that tool is about 560 keywords. So, you know, key search to me, I always keep it, even when I'm not doing keyword research for, you know, any periods of time. I just keep it. It's just too valuable to me, this tool. But in Ahrefs, if I sign in here, let's see if this account is open. And I do a keyword research in here, so I'm just going to put in again the keywords for keyword research. And we will research keyword research as a keyword. That's a content search. Wrong place. Okay, I can do this search in here for the content, for the Keywords Explorer. Then I'm going to go over to the Site Explorer. It's a little bit slow to load. And all this is built into the desktop tool, by the way. And you can see it's giving us the top ranking keywords and stuff in here. Okay, so what I can do is I can take that top one, copy the link address, and for that URL we're going to find out exactly all the keywords it's ranking for. And this was the original strategy that I was teaching at the very beginning of the Traffic Scout Alpha release. Let's put this in here. Oh, wrong one. I've got prefix in there. Anyway, what I can do is I can click where it says organic keywords in here, and you can see here it's got 1,427 keywords that one piece of content is ranking for. So I can take all of these keywords and times it by 25, because it will go and do the same thing for the top 25 ranking search results if you put in to the Traffic Scout Alpha keyword discovery tool. You need to put in your Ahrefs account details, and it will go and search. It will do exactly what I just showed you there for the top 25 results. Okay, and there will be some duplicates, which is why here you can only see 1,163, because there's some duplicates there. Okay, this one's got 5,000. This one 4,490. So you can take all these keywords and do it, Okay, you can get rid of the duplicates as well. You can click to delete the duplicates in here, and it will get rid of that. Okay, and you can put that into either the WordPress poster from the desktop tool, or you can put it into the WordPress plugin. Okay, I'll just close that one there. If we refresh this page now, hopefully we've got some content posted. Yeah, so I've got 198 posts done in the first 10 minutes, and we can go and have a look. This is slow. I've got too many plugins. I've been playing around trying to create a new poking template. I've got so many plugins on there, which I really need to remove. Let's take a look at a couple of these actually. I don't know if it's my internet or the site. Internal server. Stephen, can you give me an example of a post that you did? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I've got something here. Probably I tried to load too many. So what we can see here is that we've got a title, okay, and we've got in here the H1 tag. We've got in here the H2 tag. We've got in here the H3 tag. This is the content under H. But I'm not seeing the video unless these are videos here. Okay, so what he's done is he's taken some of these as almost like tags, okay, and he's put in some of these as, he hasn't done it properly. We should have in here just a tag cloud kind of thing. What he's done is he's taken parts of this to build some kind of relevancy. I might have told him to do that, I can't remember, but we really need a tag cloud in here, and it should be a tag cloud instead of these. But what he's done is he's got links to related articles, I think, instead. So those tags should be showing at the bottom here, somewhere on the post, which he's not got yet. So that will need to get updated by tonight before we can release it as well. For this area here, I might keep that. I'll put it as an option where you can keep it, but the video is not showing here, which happened to me last week as well. We fixed that. Stephen, do you have any posts there that's got the video? Okay, I think Stephen is muted. I'll just bring you back in here from this side. Go to the staff. And I think you've muted yourself, Stephen. I can't unmute you here, I don't think. Let me try. Yeah, you need to unmute yourself if you want to. All right, anybody got any questions? And you can see why we cannot use these, because that redirect just pops up immediately. I've put in a plugin to do that, which I can't give away because it's a premium plugin, but I just showed it as an example last week of how we can try and make the sites look a little bit more respectable. Yeah, this was loading a lot faster before I put all those plugins in here. Okay, I'll wait for this one to load and we can just have a look again at the content. But you can see that kind of content is not going to be good. If you've got real visitors coming to your site, they're not going to stay. I mean, it's seriously not very good. But what we did, if you didn't watch last week's webinar, you can watch the replay. We managed to, I showed you how we can get rid of all this sort of posts area from here so that nothing shows in navigation, not in the sidebar. not within the search and not within any sort of menu items. So all of these posts are hidden in a way from the WordPress navigation, but there's just nothing here that would make me think, oh yeah, that's a great content, I want to come back to this website. You ain't going to get no conversions with that. You can put in the nicest banners and everything else. If people start reading this kind of crap that's in here, you know, all we're doing is just relevancy with the article and building in relevancy with the keywords, with the H tags, building in relevancy with the sort of auto-optimization that's happening in the background. Okay, so your videos are getting are relevant. Your images, when posting an image, will get the alt tag. It's got the H1, H2, H3 tags, etc. Just very, very basic on-page SEO. There's just nothing here that can suggest to me that it could be used for anything else but for the purpose of discovering keywords that we can go rank for. Now, the advantage that we got is that we can go and backlink. Okay, we can go and backlink the site. We can go and take all the posts from the site and we can put it through bookmarks. We can go and send it to the indexer. We can ping it. We can do some Web 2 embeds that are linking back for it. We got the automated tools within here that allows us to go and do that. Okay, so we've got that ability to be able to create posts and at the same time backlink them. I know that some people are saying, well, you want to find keywords you can rank for without any backlinks. That's good, but why not, if you got the ability to spend 2 minutes and send a whole bunch of backlinks, why not find out what you can rank with just, you know, 2-minute backlinks, for example, as well. I'm sure it's going to be a lot higher and we can get some more keyword data coming back from that. Now, I've got a very, very competitive kind of keyword there with keyword research, okay? If I'd chosen it for some kind of niche science or some kind of geolocation for a particular sort of industry or for a client or something, it would come back with a lot less competitive terms that we would expect to get easy rankings for. But again, easy rankings is only good if you're going to be able to get traffic. Okay, if you can't get traffic, there is no point. You can try and rent it and sell it to a client, but when he sees there's no traffic, you ain't going to look too good in his eyes. Okay, you're not going to look like a marketer. You know, it's just a gimmick. Otherwise, unless we've got traffic, it's kind of no sense to do it. Stephen, are you there or not? I think we might have lost Stephen. No, he's still here. All right, so I think he's got something else going on there. It doesn't matter. Oh, no microphone. Fine. Okay. So let's see if we got any more questions. What's the best way to reach your support desk? I purchased a number of Syntos before, packaged them all together. Is there any way to convert? We can't convert into one package unless you're going to take Alpha Sentai, but that's an additional license that we're doing there, Dill. Okay. Just send an email to support@anthonyhayes.me, or you can PM me on the Skype, and I'll discuss it with you after the webinar. Okay, we did do some discounts for Sentai for people who had purchased previous Alpha tools. The reason we did Sentai is so that we could get some cash in to cover the maintenance, because a lot of those tools, like Video Send Alpha, for example, it was like 197 almost 3 years ago now. It was 2014 we did that one. And, you know, we got to maintain the tool. So what I wanted to do was put together Alpha Sentai where people could access everything, all the SEO collection. But you might want to hold off on that as well, because myself and Abish Ravji are teaming up. Approximately 1 month from now, we will have a new membership called Total Net Domination. And we will be taking intermediate turns. 1 week, Abis will do a webinar. The next week, I will do a webinar. All of our tools are going to be in there. All of my SEO tools, all of his SEO tools are all going to be in there. And any sort of future SEO tools that we do will go in there as well. The only ones I cannot put in there is any Infinity tools. I cannot put Traffic Infinity because it's different partners, different coders. You know, there's just no way for me to compensate them if I'm doing this. So I haven't got Traffic Infinity in either Alpha Sentai, and it cannot be in Total Net Domination either. So when that comes out, that's going to be a very, very special membership, because Abis has got some fantastic tools. we've got some fantastic tools, and we will really focus on the training, and we will cover a lot of stuff, not just the SEO stuff. You will see us making money live. We will be doing case studies, teaching you how to build email lists. And I want to do as part of that as well, I wanted to put in a course that I was going to do anyway. I was going to do a campaign for myself anyway. It was basically 0 to 5 figures a month, starting from scratch. So I'm going to turn that into a course, and that will be added in there as well. And basically you can see me build an email list, get affiliate commissions, and do everything that I do daily in my business anyway. And you can see it all being done from scratch, just to prove that anybody can do it. Okay, anybody can do this, and you can be making 5 figures a month. Okay, it's not about chasing keywords, it's not about doing SEO, it's about making money fast, okay. Where we get the traffic from, you will get some sort of resources that you would expect, but also you get some resources that you would not expect. And you can see this building in real time as well. So all that kind of stuff is going to be in the Total Net Domination. It's not going to be that expensive. In fact, it's far cheaper than a lot of membership sites out there, even within the SEO circles, some of the more popular ones, and some of those that people are talking about right now. Okay, but that's a lot of tools, guys. That's a lot of tools. I mean, he's got some fantastic tools, and we both know what's coming up as well, as far as any new tools, any new features added to tools, etc. So that's kind of exciting. That's going to be good. Okay. Yeah, I've got a webinar tomorrow, right, and that's with Abbas. Okay, we're going to be talking about using WP video sites. So it's going to be some great content in there. Abbas will be in there as well. He will teach how to do stacking, internal WordPress link wheels with video. Okay, and what that tool does is creating posts in a different WordPress folder, so it's not shown in your main site navigation, but it's proving really, really effective as internal linking, where we can go and get rankings just from the internal linking. But he's shown me multiple case studies as and when he was doing them as well. He just kept sending them through to me on Skype. So I knew this was a very, very special tool when it was going to be released. That's why I hit it so hard and promoted it so hard via emails, etc. So the bonus was to come in and get taught how to do that. What I did in the end is I've given that registration link to everybody, because it's only really good for people who have got that particular product, who have got WP video sites. But I will put in an additional bonus into the Warrior Plus area, where you go to the I think it's warriorplus.com/buy/history. Then you can go and access your purchase. I will put a separate bonus in there either today or tomorrow. I just haven't decided what I'm going to put in there, but we felt it was important to get as many people into that training as possible so they can learn how to use it. So I will be teaching 3 strategies, and Abbas will teach 1 about the Google stacking, and it's great content. It's going to be fantastic content. I've already got everything set up and prepared for that, so it should be very, very good. Okay. Stephen, you just restarted the webinar. Okay, let me bring you in then. Okay, I need to give you another login so you can come in as an admin, or we need to add you as a panelist from the GoToWebinar backend. Okay, you should be able to speak now.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'm here again. Yeah, this webinar tomorrow is really good. Like, I've been building some sites out with his plugin for the last 3 or 4 days, and it's really good. The stacking, how it brings the content in, how you can use Article Builder and you can have the transcribe of the video and the Article Builder. It's a really good plugin. It's very good, so everyone should attend that tomorrow. If you haven't bought it, buy it through Tony's link. I think it went up last night. I'm not quite sure. It's going up.
Yeah,
it's doubling in price very soon.
They doubled the price now. It's $37. Yeah. But I'm giving this, everybody can attend this webinar. I will give an additional bonus. And this was supposed to be originally just for the people who bought video sites from my link. But I spoke to Abbas. We were on Skype for more than an hour the other night, and we decided, look, this is really, really good training. Let's just get everybody in there to see it. It's not about trying to make extra sales. I think I kind of saturated any sales I can do for that with my own promotions. But it's good quality training to be able to come into. So I will add a different bonus into that Warrior Plus area tonight or tomorrow when I decide what it's going to be. But it will be something good. Don't worry about that. Okay, and plus you get a Web to Commando account as well with 5 permanent campaigns. Stephen, your post that you did with the Traffic Scout plugin, have you got any examples there with video and image?
No, I've got I've been hunting around. I've got major problems with my server this morning, so I just can't. I'm just trying to find stuff and I can't find anything. It's not working. I've got problems.
Yeah.
I think I've got internet problems here this morning. That's why I dropped out and all sorts of stuff. So it would take 10 minutes to load a page at the moment. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. I've got some issues here as well, but I think it's because I've got too many plugins. I've been messing about trying to create a better poking template specifically for this plugin so that we got a poking template if you're posting from Desktop Tool or if you're posting from the WordPress plugin. Okay. And both should be slightly different, and that's why I'm creating 2. And I'm trying to put some marketing elements in here as well. You will notice when I'm sort of posting into this particular site, I'm putting marketing elements in here as well so that we can, maybe take advantage of getting people to take up a free offer and give you an email address. And plus you should always put retargeting in here too. And if you're doing something like blogging, serious blogging where you're driving a lot of traffic from that, then that's a great way to be able to retarget people whenever you've got a new post, okay, and try and get them into some push notifications from your money site and stuff like that as well, okay.
Even if you just click, you put a Facebook pixel on it and just click their Facebook, and then you can retarget them back in Facebook. It's free. It's a free list. So, and if they do bounce out, you've still got their details.
Yeah, you mentioned to me the other day that you tested the YouTube ad placement tool, and
yeah, actually, I tested that, and I put in 1,000. Only put 1,000 in, and then as I showed you, I was getting 11 to 15% click-through rates with it. So I was having problems. My destination isn't quite right, because I wasn't getting the conversions I wanted. So I'm playing with. I can get the cheap traffic, but it's the destination which is everyone knows it's important. I didn't have enough quality content at the other end. You know what I mean? So I'm playing with, and that's what I'm actually doing with this WP Scout thingy. Whatever it's not WP, whatever it is. I'm actually building sites with that, and then I'm going to be running YouTube ads into that site. And that way they go there. There's hundreds of videos on cat training and whatever else I'm doing in there, so they'll come into that site, and I can get that quite cheap. So that's what I'm playing around with at the moment.
All right.
So I'm using those. I'm using that for a little bit different than everybody else. So I'm actually using it as a landing site. So we're seeing what that's going to.
If you do that, then could you the next webinar we do for Traffic Scout? Could you have a site sort of ready, or just a few posts to give people an idea how you're using it? Then,
because I'll do that for sure.
I've given this a lot of thought. I had a look the other day at what other tools other people were doing, and this kind of content on there. And every time I looked at it, I just thought there's just no way that these can be used for converting sites. But if you've got an idea how it can be done, then I'm all ears, because I want to see it. I really want to see it. But again, this YouTube ads is really cheap.
No, I'm not bringing it into this. I'm bringing it into that Abacus product, Abacus site. I've built an Abacus site on. Yeah, okay, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. But the thing is, which we'll cover in tomorrow's webinar, if you're using Abacus plugin, if you're combining the Traffic Scout Alpha strategies to go and create really good money content, okay, and you are going then to use the WP video sites, then you've got a really, really good chance of ranking, because you will have, and traffic as well, because you will have traffic keywords that you can rank for, and you can put in some other keywords in there as well that you can be targeting. If I go over to that site right now, I've not actually built the posts. I was hoping to do them today. And I'll share one little tip from tomorrow's webinar, just so you can get an idea what type of stuff we're going to cover. Just take that part off the top here. I can open this site. Now I can find out right now if it's my internet that's slow or whether it's the website that is slow. Looks like the internet is slow. So what I've done in here, I've created some post headlines that I need to fill out tonight ahead of that webinar tomorrow. But what I'm doing, and this is a good tip that I learned from a guy called Ernest, I think it's Ernestine Mookie or something like that. Whenever you're doing some kind of a promotion, like reviews and stuff, take 3 different angles for the same product, which is what I've done for WP video sites. Okay. Now, when I've done that, I've gone ahead and what I will do on the webinar tomorrow is create a video site, and I will create categories around each post. Category around each post. I think it's marketing videos for that one. We were messing around with it. I need to fix the headline and stuff. Fabus was teaching me how to use it the other night. So there's only 2 posts on there, but we will cover this. But what we will do is we will create categories for every single post. Okay, and these will link into that particular post. So one post and one money site post, we can backlink to using the video sites, and we've got that internal linking. The other good thing about using this particular plugin is that it creates silos and it creates video sitemaps for this site as well, because this is a separate site. It's created in your WordPress folder. So being able to do that and combine that with Traffic Scout strategy, you're going to get some keywords with traffic that you can go and rank for. And you might even be able to go and rank for those keywords just using the WP video sites without any backlinking. But what I want to cover in next week's webinar is one that actually start to build content on Money Site and stuff like that. I will run some campaigns this week with Traffic Scout plugin and the Traffic Scout desktop tool. We will start to construct proper Money Site content. Okay, now we'll have some of it pre-prepared so that you can see how we can use this, and we're going to put those keywords into Optimization Alpha, because there I can create content. I can make sure I've got the keywords in there that I want to get in there. It will turn green as I'm adding the keywords, but I can write high quality content, and then I can post it from there into WordPress so that we've got that Money Site content. Okay, and then we can do the WP video sites the week after that and prove that this works and really show that it works. Because as soon as this tool was released, as soon as it was ready, we released it. We had to cover the cost for building it, etc. So it was kind of released before I finished to do it, everything that I wanted to get done in here. But there's a ton more to come for Traffic Scout. It's a serious tool that really needs to be taken further. But with the combination with the WP video sites, we've got something very, very powerful, extremely powerful.
See, what I'm planning to do is I'm going to build 5 pages over my cat niche, get some good articles done with some good content, and then use the videos to run into it. You just need 5 pages of good content, and then just bring the videos back into it from there and just see how they go for rankings. That's what my plan is with this. So yeah. It's a good plugin, and like you can change your destination for where you put your, mine says videos, yours says marketing videos, so you can sort of change that. It's just a pity we can't make the main site. I'd like another option where you could make the main site just a video site and just have the videos there. I'd love that, but Abba said it's not designed that way, so it can't be done. But this is great. I love this plugin. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, it's meant for that internal linking stuff, and that's what it's really, really designed for. But that gives you that flexibility. You can have a one-page site. There's no reason why you cannot have a one-page site, or one landing page, for example, on one post or one page, plus your about page and your contact page and stuff like that. There's no reason why you can't do that, so it would still have the same effect. Now, what I'm going to do, though, is for every article, it's going to have a new category based around whatever that article is about. So that complete category is going to be linking in to the Money Site content, which is going to be high-quality blog posts. Okay, but also what we need to cover as we go through the Traffic Scout stuff, and we will cover how to use video sites with it. We need to cover the marketing elements. We need to be able to use the Money Site properly so that we can get people coming into an email list, so that we can get people give people a good reason. We will cover some lead bait stuff as well, some new lead bait training, not the stuff that I did in the Traffic Infinity webinars, but I've got some new stuff now as well. That we can easily build email lists, and we can build those retargeting lists, and we can get people on the push notifications, both for Facebook and for desktop and for mobile. And all of that is really quick and easy to set up. There's nothing hard. There's nothing that wouldn't take more than sort of 30 minutes to be able to do. And if you can do that with your money site, then essentially what we're teaching with Traffic Scout by the time we get to webinar 10 is how we can build a blog basically from scratch, which is what this site is going to be, because my old site got hacked. It's still there, but I'm moving some content over. So we're basically starting a site from scratch with this, and you will see it building up and how we're using it and how we can get rankings. Okay.
And I actually got I bought an age domain with some good PR, with a really good name, and and I'm actually got it on that. So I've got myself a bit of a boost at the start already. So, which is, I picked it up quite cheap from 1&1 for $1, and it's quite a good domain. So that's what I'm actually got this plug-in on. So I start off advanced everybody else as well.
I tell you what works really well with that kind of strategy, and I've done this multiple times and it works really, really, really well, is go and get some expired domains or age domains and redirect. Do a 301 redirect, but you do this via Google Webmaster Tools, not just in your domain registrar. It's not just in Namecheap, for example. You actually go into your Webmaster Tools and you put it in there. So you want to put a site up on WordPress or something just quickly, just for a few days. Verify the site within the Google console. Okay, get some initial content, which can be just a basic homepage article if you want to. Okay. Leave it for about a week or 2 weeks. Don't drive any backlinks to it, but make sure that anything coming in from any previous post URLs that was on that particular domain is getting redirected to the homepage. And you can do that via htaccess. You can get somebody on Fiverr to do that. You don't want to mess about with htaccess unless you know what you're doing with it. I usually just get somebody who does know what they're doing, and you can get somebody to do it for a Fiverr. Okay, and give it 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then you're going to go into Google Console, you're going to redirect that site with the 301 redirect, okay, and you can have that instant burst where you can be doing some branded kind of money sites at the same time, and you don't need to be using those domain names as your money site itself. You can just simply 301 redirect, and it works extremely well. Now what we can also do with that, and I will do it with this site that I'm building now, the new blog I'm building now, is you can do 301 redirects, deep linking too. It doesn't always have to go to the homepage of a new site. You can deep link using that. So for example, if I go into SAP Drive or I go into PBNHQ and I find a domain that is highly relevant to a particular category that I have on my blog, or that I will have on my blog, I simply create the category, put a little bit of snippet of content there for the category page, and we can redirect into that category. So we're deep linking by category, and you can do this deep linking by post as well, but you don't want to do it too many times. I would say maximum 3 or 4 domains, so it's better to do it by category. So you got one going into the homepage, and you got one going into different categories. The other way to do that would be is if you had more than one Google Console account, where you could do the same strategy, but you're deep linking into posts. Okay, and don't underestimate this. This works really well. I mean, really well. This isn't about uploading 100,000 videos to YouTube or something like that. This is real SEO stuff that you can go and get major boosts with very, very little effort, without all that complications of captures and proxies and all that kind of stuff. This works really well. And the first time I used this was we used to have an SEO services site in a place called Lafayette in Louisiana. And when I first went over there, I kind of made myself very, very popular with the local sort of business people, because they had a very, very good agency there that was building websites and providing SEO and stuff like that. I think they were called, what were they called? Bazooka, I think they were called. They were a very well-run company. And we came in and completely dominated, and we just took over the first page of search for a lot of keywords. we were using SE Nuke and some forum posting tools and a bunch of citations I was doing with forum links and all that kind of stuff. We were doing like really heavy citations. That started to dominate for the search engines. Okay, we completely took the piss out of this really nice company, and it made us unpopular. The people there, you know, I think they must have been bad mouthing us because we didn't even pick up a lot of business from it. And then we moved back over to London again, and then I built a site called caseim.org, okay, which is the site we're using now for servers and for licensing and stuff like that. But what I did is I did a 301 redirect, and the main keyword phrase for that new site was SEO training, okay? Within about 2 or 3 days or 4 days or something like that, we were sitting, I think, number 4 in Google UK search results for the keyword SEO training. That's how powerful it is. So we redirected everything from the old site via htaccess into the homepage, or the sort of homepage URL, the main URL for that new site, for the homepage. And within a week, we were ranking for a very competitive keyword in quite a large country. It's not USA, but we had set the Google Console, or Google Webmaster Tools as it was called then. We had set it to be a UK site from within the settings in there as well. And that's something we need to go into training as well for eventually, for maybe for Traffic Scout, maybe webinar 9 or 10 or something, for basics of the Google Analytics stuff and basics of the Google Console, because there's a lot in there that you can do that you might not be aware of. And if you can get the basics, if you can understand the basics, it can be really powerful for you. All right. Stephen, you want to add anything?
No. We've got that webinar next week from Kinetic, which we're organising. Want me to mention that, or?
Yeah.
Next, I think it's Wednesday night. We've got Scott Hamill from Kinetic Text Animator coming in, doing a webinar for us and talking about his product. I actually use this for my video ads and all my ads. This is a product that actually is being sold at the moment in a beta version, but it won't be, it's at version 6, so it works really well. It's unbelievable. But it won't be actually available to the public, so everyone attend. It's going to be next Wednesday night, Texan time, Thursday morning our time here, so you'll all get an email about that, but attend that. It's going to be a great webinar. He's given away some great bonuses. He's making some new templates up this week for videos where you'll be able to incorporate arrows and all sorts of stuff like that actually inside your videos. So if you do, it'll point to links, it'll point to the up the top for the cards and that sort of stuff. So it's going to be a good webinar. We've got quite a few bonuses worked out as well. So that'll
Awesome.
you'll get an email this week for that.
Okay.
As well.
And you'll be showing them some stuff with that you've done with those videos for the YouTube ads.
Yep. I've forwarded the videos to Scott already, and he's going to be having it in the presentation as well. So it's not going to be a long webinar. We're just going to talk about how we do the videos, and he's going to show the software off. It's not going to be a long webinar at all. So yeah. That's what we're planned anyway. So we'll answer questions, that sort of stuff.
Okay. Those kind of videos, guys, they get a lot of retention because they're interactive. They're very interactive. They just keep you watching because the text is animated on the video. So it's not even that expensive, I think, from what I looked at. I don't know if he's put the price up for the new version. But
27 or 37, and there's, that's right. We were going to have it this week, but by next week we should have 2 more annotations in it, which I think it takes to about 10 or 12. And what they are is they're different writings on the screen. There's boxes that have writing inside it. It's all different texts that you can have on the screen. So we should have 2 more available next week, and the other stuff was supposed to be this week, but no. And I'm getting 11 to 15% click-through rates using these videos. So, and I'm putting text, and I'm putting videos behind the text. So there's a video showing behind it, and there's text coming up, and there's sound in there, and it's quite good. So everyone should attend that.
Cool.
All right, but nothing else really.
Okay. Let's see if we've got any more questions. Let's see. When will Total Net Domination be ready? We're planning about a month from now, around about 20th of next month, I think, Dan, should be ready. The thing about the Total Net Domination is, you know, you might have a lot of the tools already, but you get every other new tool that either me or Abba's come out with. You know, we're still selling tools individually ourselves and launches and stuff like that, but any new tool goes into that membership. And it's going to be really affordable. You will be surprised at the price of that. Because we're going for high volume, we want to get at least 1,000 members in there, and to get that 1,000 members, the price has got to be around about 67 a month. So I mean, that's a fantastic deal to get every single tool that we do around SEO, or you know, what Abbas is doing as well. Now we're also trying to build out for that particular membership some kind of crowd apps. As far as I know, that Abbas has in the past had the SociSend. There's a way that we can do SociSend without using individual users. Okay, there's a way that we can do it on the back end, and we also want to do the same thing for getting high click-through rates, a bit like VidAttack Alpha does, but we're doing it as a sort of crowd thing where we're getting real people doing real things, watching the videos, clicking through from the search engines, and we're getting real people to spend time on videos and on blogs, etc., which to me is the biggest ranking factor today, without any doubt whatsoever in my mind. That is the biggest ranking factor today. High click-through rate, reduced bounce time on the website, and for those keywords that people are clicking through on, that's what Google are going to rank us for. Okay, it's been proven time and time again, and a lot of the time, you know, if people focus on that kind of strategy, you're going to find you can get rankings together with just very, very good content on your websites with some good internal linking. A lot of the time you can rank without any backlinks by doing that. Just those basic things. That's the direction that search is going today. And although backlinks still are an important factor, then we can focus on, you know, high quality backlinks, and less of them. We can build out, you know, a few really, really good high quality PBNs and stuff like that. So all of that kind of stuff we will be covering in the training. And probably a lot of that will be in Traffic Scout as well, because what you will see happening here is I'm building a site live in front of you. As we get into the money site stuff, we will cover the basics of being able to do the keyword research, build content, money content, build a website the way it should be, with an extra template, a money site template this time, and with all the settings the way it should be done for Google Console, for analytics, how we set up for analytics, a little bit of advanced stuff that I want to add into this new site. So you will see this new site being built in real time, and you will see rankings for major keywords in here when we do it. All right, so anybody got any questions? Yeah, something like crowdsearch.me. We've got a tool called VidAttack Alpha that kind of does that. It works best when you're using with Hide My Ass, we found, instead of proxies. But it's going to be far, far better to be able to have like crowdsearch.me, where we've got real people doing stuff. And all of that stuff's going to be included. So, you know, it's going to be high value, and it's going to save you a lot of money on SEO tools. Save you a massive amount of money on SEO tools. If you think about it, we got the tools that we got between us, between WordPress plugins, desktop tools, web apps. There's some fantastic stuff in there. And then plus the training as well. So if I'm doing a webinar 1 week and Abbas is doing a webinar the week after, then it's going to be really high quality training, because we will be pushing each other to make sure it is. You know, him pushing me pushing him to make sure it is, and plus we got each other's input into that particular training. But because we got 2 weeks to prepare for each webinar then, you know, this training is going to be really, really kick-ass. It's going to be fantastic stuff, and you will see money being made. You will see real businesses being built using with this training, which is kind of as fun. It's something I wanted to do for quite a while, with the list building and stuff like that, so that people can see that, you know, marketing is way more than just the SEO stuff. It's about the conversions. It's about making money. It's about making money fast as well. It's about having that base of revenue coming in that you can depend upon, so that you can, if you want to go and explore the latest, greatest SEO strategies or tactics, or posting to Google sites, or, you know, use Google for backlinks using the PDFs and Google Drives and all that. That's fine, but you need a base revenue before you go into that kind of stuff. So I'm going to cover that very, very early on in that membership. I might even hit 2 webinars 2 days in a row just to show money being made, and that's how quick you can make it. We can start from day 1 and be making money by day 2. These are the kind of things that you need to learn. So once we got that part out of the way, then we can get into the SEO stuff, because you need to make money before you can go and experiment. Otherwise, it's a hobby. Okay, so we will get into that very, very early. All right, so anybody got any questions about Traffic Scout? I can tell you what's coming up for Traffic Scout because it kind of figured itself out for me. I'm going to be building this new version of my blog. So instead of anthonyhayes.me, it's going to be anthonyhayes.online. Okay, and I will show you what I've got in the back end, all of my plugins, all of the settings, how I did set it up in the Google Webmaster Tools, how I set it up in Google Analytics. We will be covering some things with the video sites as well. So we've got that internal linking. We will be covering stuff about creating silo in this site. I will be covering stuff about how we can do reviews, high quality reviews. As I mentioned before, I've got 3 posts that's going to be written tonight, all around the same product, all with a different angle. Okay. Now, when I get these ranking, this is going to bring money in for me long term. Okay. I'm doing this to make money. Although it's a lot of free training, I'm doing it to make money. Okay, I need to make money. I've got bills to pay. You've got bills to pay. We've got to learn how to make money. So this is going to bring evergreen traffic. Okay. Plus, what we're going to be doing is high quality press releases into the site as well. And plus, what we're going to be doing is a lot of marketing elements in here as well, so that you can see a list being built in real time. And we will do some other things with list building and get all that covered as well, so that you can see that the whole purpose of Traffic Scout is not to create poking sites that we pretend are money sites, is to use Traffic Scout to give us, a head start on the keyword stuff, so that we can create content around those keywords we know we can rank for that do have traffic. Plus, we will go for more aggressive, competitive keywords as well, and we will build authority to the site, and we will do the 301 stuff that we were talking about as well with the redirects. And we can build it out. So that's the kind of stuff that's coming up with the Traffic Scout webinars. I think we've got another 8 to do or something after today, because this is basically part 2 of last week, where last week we were setting up the WordPress version of the poking sites, but we needed to get some updates done, so that I just finished part 2 today. Let's see, we've got more questions. Anybody else got questions?
They're all quiet, are they?
Yeah, they always slide out with me. I don't know why. Always quiet. I've been on other people's webinars, but it's just a lot of noise. I mean, there's a lot of questions. My webinars tend to be really quiet. I don't know why. Anyway, I think we're kind of done now, guys. There's nothing much more I wanted to show you today. I will do my best to get this plugin out tonight. He's got 2 things to fix. He needs to make sure the videos are posting and that the image search is doing the proper search. If that's done, we will get the first version out tonight. If you have bought Traffic Scout, I do have you on a separate Aweber list for Traffic Scout. We will send the plugin via Aweber. So if you have not received it by this time tomorrow, go into your Gmail or whatever. Make sure you whitelist my email. Support@anthonyhayes.me. Make sure you've got that whitelisted, okay? And that way you're not going to miss any Traffic Scout updates and stuff like that, because the plugin itself does not auto-update. So what we do with the first version is give you this version tonight, hopefully, that you can go and play around with it. But over the next couple of days, we will have the WordPress RSS, the YouTube RSS, actually, forgot to show that, forgot to cover that. And basically that's doing something similar to the RSS Extreme, which is in some of the desktop tools. And basically what it does is you put in the video URL in here, you click on start, okay? You can give it a title, you can give it some description. You can see it already auto-populates according to YouTube, whatever your description, etc. is there. It's creating a whole bunch of variations of YouTube links. Basically, that is you know, the different variations that YouTube use for different situations. So if you got mobile, you got m.youtube.be, whatever. Okay, so we can generate an RSS feed from all of those links. Okay, we can take that RSS feed and we can go over to FeedBurner. Just click on here. He needs to correct that link. I've told him to do that this morning. And then FeedBurner, we can come in here, paste in our URL, click on next, and click on next again. Okay, and then it's going to create a page like this, where you can see we got all those different variations of those videos. Now we can take this FeedBurner RSS feed, we can come back over to the tool, put the FeedBurner RSS feed URL in here, click on submit, and that's going to ping all those RSS feeds. It's going to ping the FeedBurner RSS feed, and it's going to submit it to a whole bunch of RSS directories. Okay, this is done just to help us to try and get indexed quicker. Okay, so we got all of these URLs came back. We've created short URLs as well for that FeedBurner link, and we can click and ping and index, and everything works just like a wizard. Okay, so the indexer that I'm using in here, I've used up my quota today, otherwise that would have indexed. So I've asked him as well to put in 1 hour indexer into this particular tool so that we can get some decent indexing happening. If anybody else has got any suggestions for indexers that you know work really, really well, let me know, and we can add that as well.
I like that.
Yeah, it's quick and easy. It's just very, very simple.
Yeah.
Bride's in it so advanced. It's just a wizard, Bride. Don't worry about it. You just follow the instructions and click a button. That's as simple as it can get. All right.
Good.
Dave's saying it's your accent. Oh, that's why they don't ask questions.
They probably can't understand. You've got an Australian here who talks too fast, I've been told, and you've got the other accent, so they probably can't understand a word we're saying. We might have to put subtitles down, I think.
All right, guys, no more questions. If no more questions, then we'll finish up for now, and I will get this into member area. I was to update the member area. What I want to do as well is I want to build into the Traffic Scout tools an extra tab down here for tutorials. The reason is that we're getting a lot of issues with using Member Hub and member sort of sites, and there's all the links are getting confusing and mixed up. I will be adding a tab in here for all of the tools, and I'll be updating all of the tutorial videos so that you can click on that and you will have a little browser in here, and everything will actually be inside the tools, which is one of the things I noticed on Abby's tools as well. He's always got, you know, those tutorials within the tools. You can get it, and that makes a big difference. You're not jumping about between website and desktop tools and web apps and stuff like that. Everything will be in one place that you can use. So, you know, I'll try and get that done over the next couple of days. But my coder, his laptop broke down about 2 days ago. He's got to wait another 2 days for it to get repaired. He was going to go and buy another one, but he wants to wait for a new one that's being released in July. So I told him, okay, have a couple of days off, refresh yourself, and when you come back, we're going to have to work very hard to catch up. So, you know, hopefully we can get that added by the end of this week anyway, and that way you're not jumping about for membership sites and different links. Everything will be inside the actual software. Okay. Where's the members area? Dan, are you on Skype? Are you connected to the Skype group? If you're connected to the Skype group, then I will give you a link. I think Traffic Scout Alpha. Should be / tutorials. Yeah.
You gave me the link the other day. It's somewhere. I was asking as well where it was.
Yeah, the tutorials are all in here. There you go.
Okay.
It's actually not, anybody can access it. I didn't put it behind any passwords or anything like that. so you can get the Traffic Scout Alpha links there. I will put it inside that Google Doc as well. And I think he's behind in adding some webinars. There we go. I could put this link in here so everybody's got it. So if I'm asked again next week, it's there. There we go. Done. All right, guys, I think we'll just finish up now. So now you know how to use this plugin when it's released tonight, and you can go and play around with it. To delete campaigns, one thing before we go, if you want to go and delete any campaigns with Traffic Scout, it's very, very simple. Don't try and delete page by page within the post editor tab. What you can do is you can come into Traffic Scout. Oh, I'm on the wrong site, hold on. You can come into Traffic Scout, you can go to campaigns, and you can see here our campaign here, keyword research. If I want to delete that, just click in here and delete from here. Okay, don't go to the all posts and try to do it page by page. It will take you too long. The purpose of this is that we run the campaigns, we get the data, delete the campaign. Okay, we don't need to keep it up there. There's absolutely no value other than the information we can get back from it. Okay, so you're going to have something that will give you some data that you can work with for your money site content. All right, guys. Stephen, thank you, and I'll see you on tomorrow.
Yes, that's right.
Everybody should have the link for Abyss one, and we will send a link out for Kinetic next week as well. What were you saying, Stephen?
It's a 7 a.m. for me. I don't get to bed till 3 a.m., so I'll have to go to bed early tonight.
Cool.
No overseas Skype calls at midnight. So, all right, thanks everyone for coming.
All right, man. Thanks. I'll see you later.
Catch you later. See ya.
Bye.